All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks. So during the COVID-19 outbreak, people, you go in the stores and you can barely find canned goods. You can't find pastas. You can't find bread. Well, listen. I'm actually going to give you a solution to that, and it's pretty simple. Okay. Um, People have a tendency when they go shopping. They have a tendency to go get the lower quality of food. They have canned goods at these stores. They got them. The thing of it is, though, they're organic, and people, they're not going to really buy organic because they think organic is more expensive. But if you notice in some of these stores, you just have to find the right store. But in some of these stores, they're selling the organic stuff cheaper because nobody's buying it because they think it's nasty. Like, guys, it's the darndest thing you ever seen, okay? Darndest thing you ever seen. People literally won't buy organic food. But I've had a lot of success, and I've gotten the organic food. I've gone up to the checkout line, and I'm like, man, nobody's buying this stuff. I told the guy today, there's nobody buying this. Can I get this at a discount? And of course, they discounted it by 40% because they weren't going to sell it anyway. And if he didn't discount it by 40% or whatever, then I put it back. Nobody buys organic food. Now, I know y'all thinking, Coach, but if you buy all these healthy foods and vegetables, they're just going to spoil. Well, I use a technique called freeze dry. Now, what I do is I get Ziploc bags and I put in my fruits, my vegetables, everything that I want into these bags that I know I'm not going to eat. Because, see, this time I bought enough food for probably about a month. And a lot of these fruits and vegetables, I'm not going to eat those every day. So I freeze dry it. When you freeze dry things, you can actually preserve it. You can preserve it now, when you thaw it out. No, the quality isn't as good, but it still tastes good. You can freeze dry it, and what I do when I freeze dry vegetables and fruit, especially fruit, I take that and I make smoothies out of it. And so, to me, for healthy people, those are or for health conscious people, those are my meals. So, let's say if I don't want to steam them or cook them that day, I make a smoothie. And I can put a lot of vegetables in the smoothie. And I do. I put vegetables in my smoothie. I put fruit in my smoothies. Now, people are saying, well, I can't find milk. Okay, I can't find milk. Well, you know what? The other milk that you can buy coconut and almond milk. Almond milk, they got different flavors. If you get vanilla almond milk, it tastes just like regular, cow's milk. But I'm talking about the store that I went in is completely empty. But there's almond milk everywhere. And you can buy it. And the almond milk, it tastes good. And when you make stuff with almond milk and you mix it with the stuff that you normally mix it with to make whatever meals you're preparing, you can't even tell it's almond milk. And I tell people this all the time, that you can't tell that it's almond milk. You can't even tell. Like if you get vanilla almond milk, I can't taste the difference sometimes. I can't. And I hadn't had milk. I'm talking about real milk. I hadn't had that in 15 or 16 years. I've not drinking milk from a cow in 16 years. And the vanilla almond milk that's lightly sweetened, tastes good. Also, too, people, you're saying you can't find rice or pasta. Well, you can find rice or pasta. It's there. The thing of it is, though, see, people, they buy the big, gigantic portions of white rice. Well, you got stuff like brown rice. You got stuff like wild rice that people, they don't touch that stuff. And wild rice, it actually fills you up. Wild rice is more expensive, but when you cook it, you get full. Like you can get a cup of wild rice and put that with your meal and steam it, and you'll be full. Because what happens with wild rice, it not only does it expand when it gets into your system, when it interacts with water or moisture, it expands, but it expands and it's more of like a deep cleansing fiber. It's a deep cleansing fiber. So it's going to stay in your system and go through the pockets of your intestines, and it's going to come out a little bit slower than normal rice is because it grows bigger than normal rice. The only thing with wild rice is that you have to let it, you have to soak it, and you have to let it actually, kind of get what's that word, marinated first, and then you go and you steam it. But once it hits your system, it really expands, and it expands more than white rice and brown rice. But, I saw lots of brown rice. People don't eat brown rice. I saw lots of wild rice. I saw jasmine rice. and people don't buy those kind of rice, and those are healthier alternatives. And again, I bought some jasmine rice, and of course it's stocked to the brim. They can't sell it, and then during this time, grocery stores, they do want to still make a profit. Okay, so it's better that they can sell me something between 25 and 40% than to not sell it to me at all. And a lot of times they'll do it. You can't find pasta. Well, okay, for the pasta epidemic that people are having in grocery stores, okay, they make different kinds of pasta. They make pasta made out of rice. They make rice pasta. You can't taste the difference. They make rice pasta. They make vegetable pasta. I swear, if you get a vegetable rice pasta, you can't tell the difference. They sell the panini. People don't buy panini. I mean, same thing. Okay, there are a lot of good, healthy alternatives that are inexpensive. I think I spent $70 and I got about 2 weeks worth of stuff. All organic, okay? 2 weeks worth of stuff. You can't find soups? Well, I can. You can find the organic soups. You can find organic soups. And today they were selling organic soups $4 for $6. They were selling them $4 for $6. And so, when I looked, I'm like, yeah, I can get a bunch of these. And you know what? I don't eat. See, my appetite, I don't have one of those hearty appetites. I don't sit and eat gobs of food, Like me, for dinner, I can have a can of soup, some crackers with the soup, and I'm fine. That's it. So for me, me going out spending $70, I can get up to a month's worth of food with that. And I don't tend to sit and just binge eat. I don't do that. And a lot of times too, guys, during times like this, it's time that you don't binge eat. You don't eat too much. Okay? I'm fully prepared because I know that I can go for a long period of time without food. The most that I've ever went without food, I'm talking about with nothing. Okay, I did 30 days on just water. Okay, I've done that before. I've done 60 days on juice. I've done 60 days on juice and just making smoothies. So I can go long periods of time. And, I don't need to, and I eat one meal a day. Okay, I don't do the lunches. I drink tea. And that's another thing, y'all. Start learning how to, get up in the morning and get your body activated. Make some green tea, some peppermint tea. Make some of that stuff in the morning, man. Peppermint tea especially, man. It jumpstarts your body. And, you realize that you're not hungry. Put a little bit of honey or put a little bit of maple syrup in there for taste. But, go in there and just sip it. Don't gulp it down. Just really, 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 really just sip, okay? Just sip. And you'll see that you get much more out of it. Now, another thing that I do sometimes in the morning, I make organic, fresh, hot chocolate. I take almond milk. And what I do with the almond milk is I'll boil it and, to get it hot. And then I'll pour it in a cup and I get cocoa. I get natural organic cocoa. Nobody buys that stuff. That stuff is still on the shelf. And a container of organic cocoa, that can last you probably for 5 months, okay? And with that, that's also good. It's good for your skin. It's good for your kidneys. And you know what? And your bathroom, when you go to the bathroom, you can definitely tell, man, that, and it also opens up your bladder. So people that you have weak prostrates or your prostrates are enlarging, cocoa is good for that. Cocoa is very good for that. It can regulate a lot of that stuff. And, you can make your own hot chocolate. I put a little bit of honey in there for taste. And, I've got my own natural hot chocolate. Okay? You can sip on that. See, that's my breakfast. That's my breakfast. I don't make eggs and bacon and sausage. I don't do all of that because the human body you're not supposed to eat a heavy meal in the morning for breakfast. Eating toast and ham and eggs your human body can't function at an optimal level like that. And for lunch, I ate a lunch. I have smoothies. I don't go and eat the sit down lunches. I don't eat a smorgasbord. I make smoothies. And right now in this time where everybody's being very conservative with their food, it's a good thing. It's a great thing, or if I have to eat anything, I'll make a nice healthy garden salad. I'll put tomatoes, a lot of cucumbers, lots of kale. I'll put onions in there. I'll put a lot of white onions, red onions, green peppers, and I'll chop an avocado in there for taste. That's it. That can be a lunch for me. See, I don't crave food all day long. I just don't do it. And you shouldn't either. You can buy healthy food. You can buy fruits and vegetables. You can freeze dry the stuff. If you don't want to cook it, you can make it into a smoothie. What else? What else do I do? Now I cut back on a lot of heavy meals at night during this time. And I've kind of always I've done that anyway. If you feel like that you have to have stuff like bread, rice is a good replacement for bread. It'll give you that same feel, and it'll taste good. But you don't have to, buy bad quality food and go broke. You don't have to do it. These stores, they're trying to get away from it. When you go to stores like, they got like Publix all over the place, Food Lions and Harris Teeter. Those Harris Teeter's a bit expensive. I kind of tend to do that. If you got a Food Line or some people don't have, they got these down in the South. Those stores, they're not known as organic stores, so they're more than likely to give you the stuff at a discount because they can't sell it. It's been sitting there for weeks. They're not going to sell it. Okay, I promise y'all, if you take some of this advice, guys, you can make healthy food. You don't go broke, and you can have you can take $75, y'all, and buy yourself over a month's worth of food. Okay, it's not that hard. You guys can do it. Just don't be addicted. Just don't be addicted to food. Okay, and this will be a good time for you to lose your food addictions. Okay, and I even stopped buying. I like these Jamaican ginger brews. You can make your own. I can make my own. I just get carbonated water. I got ginger, and if I want to, put a little taste to it, I can put maple syrup in it to taste. I can't taste the difference. Carbonated water, ginger, and I got my own juicer, so I juice my ginger, and I put the juice inside of the carbonated water, and then I put some maple syrup in there, shake it up. I've got my Jamaican ginger brew. Folks, I hope this helps anybody that, you're going to the grocery stores and you're frustrated. I never get frustrated at grocery stores because I know they always got what I want. You guys tell me what you think. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.